Well, we are on J98 Web TV tonight as well, and Jack Sadler is our man behind the camera. He's actually across the field from us tonight, so we'll be calling the action like St. Genevieve going right to left right now, Central going left to right. It'll be the opposite, though, as you look on a web TV at MyMoInfo.com. That is brought to you by Barley Automotive in St. Genevieve and Sam Sism Ford in Farmington. Looks like St. Genevieve is going to start with the football. We'll see this potent Dragon offense on the field first, but good matchup here because Central's defense has been great all year long.
Yeah, you know, St. John's going to spread it out and try to get it into a lot of different hands. The one thing I'm interested to see is number 31, Anthony Rowe, freshman, and they're not worried about putting him in big spots. He's back to return as one of the deep men for the Dragons tonight. Let's see how Anthony handles this game.
Central's outscored their opponents 318 to 127 this year, and Anthony Rowe, he'll not only get the start as a kick returner, but also in the backfield for the injured Gabe Meyer. Derek Mitchell kicking off from left to right. St. Genevieve is in their green home jerseys. Park Hill Central has the white road uniforms on. It's a squib kick. Bobbled back at the 20-yard line, but then picked up. He's going to take it right side and get up near the 30-yard line before being bottled up and knocked out of bounds right around the 31. So a return of around 12 yards up the right side for St. Genevieve. Dragons take the field.
You know, it's been misting and raining here all day and on the turf. You know, the ball is going to be slick. It's going to be interesting to see how the kids handle their footing early on in this game to see. And that may be a lot of what Coach Swice was talking about, too. You know, is it a running game because of the wet turf? Or do you have to go in the air and hope that your guys keep a dry ball?
Our starting lineups tonight brought to you by Midwest Convenient Care, and Matt Drury, the junior quarterback, has done a great job filling in for Brendan Weiler, who's pretty much a living legend around here. Three backs in the backfield, and a bobbled handoff already. Central is going to get the first break of this game. Turnover, St. Genevieve, a big loss and a fumble, and the Rebels take advantage.
And we were just talking about not being able to do something that you're used to and looking in your coach's eyes. You know, here's something that St. Gen doesn't do very often is put three guys in the backfield, a little T formation or a wing T type of formation, and miscommunication or mishandling the snap. And Central, big break right here to start off the game.
Before I could even get the St. Genevieve starters out, we'll turn the page and give you Central starters. Hunter Curtois is the man under center, and they'll go with the power formation, three backs in the backfield. Here's a handoff, and I believe this is Daniel Marler, and he is going nowhere right up the middle for the Park Hill Central Rebels.
I think that was Zach Jamerson on the stop for St. John Dragons. You know, a nice job getting in there, pick up a 2 for the Central Rebels. But it's going to be interesting, you know, like we said, with this wet turf. Let's see. It doesn't look like Coach Slice is deviating too much from the plan right now. I mean, I know it's only second play in the game.
Second down and 8 to go from the St. Gen 27-yard line. This drive started on the St. Gen 29. Here's a handoff to the first man through, and he's pushing the ball. Oh, he's going to break free up to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Park Hill Central. It's Cody Harrison on the 27-yard run.
He's just able to get through there, and St. Gen unable to wrap up and bust one open, and a huge opening drive here for St. Gen. For the Central Rebels, and good field position on caused on the fumble, and they're capitalized.
2 plays, 29 yards, and a touchdown after the St. Genevieve fumble, and now Park Hill Central on for the extra point. So things couldn't have started much worse for St. Gen, but now Central is going to be flagged with, I think, too many men on the field, or too many men in the huddle here, and it's going to back up Park Hill Central on the 2 points here.
You know, Park Hill Central couldn't ask for a better start this game. Kickoff, you defer to the second half. You get a fumble on the first play. Two plays later, you're in for 6. And, you know, this is exactly what Corey Swice probably dreamt of last night when he was dreaming of these games.
Notorious slow starters have been the St. John Dragons this year. They always seem to find it in the second half, but for some reason, right out of the gates in the first quarter, they can never quite figure out how to jump out of the gates early. And against good teams like Central, that might
it's eventually going to catch up with you, Glenn. And at some point, sometime, you never know when it's going to happen.
So the long extra point is up and barely over the crossbar. No, it was short of the crossbar. No good. And that penalty definitely cost him on that. He missed it about a half yard.
Yeah, you know, this game was in week 5 was decided by 1 point. And a lot of high school coaches, you know, not all of them value a special teams, especially a kicker. And sometimes in a game like this, late kicker can make the difference. Right there, that 5-yard penalty could be huge at the end of this game.
27-yard run by Harrison, and Central leads at 6-0. 11-14 left to go in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on J98 The Boot.
Farmers Mutual Insurance Company in St. Genevieve has been serving families in the area for over 115 years. Whether you need insurance on your home, mobile home, farm, auto, or where you rent, Farmers Mutual Insurance Company can help. That's Farmers Mutual Insurance Company on St. Genevieve Drive in St. Genevieve. Call for a competitive quote at 883-3520. That's 883-3520. A hometown company with hometown values.
Another low line drive kick returned to around the 27-yard line by St. Genevieve. Park Hill Central keeping that ball low on a low trajectory. Now the Dragons offense takes the field for the second time. One play and a fumble last time. So again, going to go up here.
Yeah, already an injury here. Number 27 for the Dragons hobbling off, and that is Antonio Davis kind of limping off here. And that's not a good sign. We talked about it in the pregame a little bit, that injuries have finally caught up with the Dragons. And we hope the young man's okay, but not a really good start for the Dragons, 3 plays into the game.
That left leg is the one he has got up in the air right now as he gets helped off by a couple of teammates. Antonio Davis, who for St. Genevieve is a pretty good role player, 6'1", 160-pound wide receiver and linebacker. He is a junior. Dragons offense, Matt Drury under center. Brendan Dallas and Anthony Rowe, the freshmen, are the starting tailback tandem. In the backfield, Jacob Rowe and Luke Palmer are your receivers. But right now they're back in that T formation. And here is a play fake. And Drury is rolling out. He's got a man wide open in the flat, but overthrows him. Incomplete pass. Drury overthrows George Stiegel. Incomplete.
Had a man wide open, Drury did. A nice little play action pass there. This is so unusual for me to see St. Gen to be kind of compact here in the offense. So I like to normally spread everything out and try to get things going through the air. But, like we talked about, wet ground, you may want to try to establish something on the ground.
Right back to the spread they go. Twins right, Twins left, and from the shotgun, Drury. So let's get to the rest of the starters. Clayton Gilo at tight end, Devin Brown at left tackle, Dan Tarana at left guard. That left side of the offensive line outstanding. Kellen Stiegel is the junior center. Kyle Nicholson at guard, a senior. And Carla is a junior right tackle. Those are your brought to you by Midwest Convenient Care. Delayed handoff and turning and burning up to the 35-yard line on the run for St. Genevieve was Anthony Rowe, the freshman, getting his first carry of the ball game.
This is going to be really cool for number 3, Jacob Rowe and Anthony. A senior and a freshman, brothers, growing up in the same household all these years. I'm sure they wrestled and broke some stuff on the way up, but finally gets to get
7-yard carry, same formation. They'll fake the handoff to Rowe this time. Brendan Dallas keeps it. He is blown up, right up the middle. Nowhere to go for Dallas. It was Colton Bryant coming over for the big stop. St. Jen's going to have to punt as Drury gets nothing on the carry.
A little high snap there. Matt is best to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to bring up 4th down. Again, can St. Gen, you talked about starting off slow. You hope that they don't fall too far behind to where it has to become a maniac finish.
Back to return, Daniel Marler and Derek Mitchell, 2 punt returners back there as St. Genevieve looks to boot this one deep. It's a high spiral, fair catch called for by Derek Mitchell at the 30-yard line. And the Central Rebels will look to cover 70 yards. Let's get to the rest of that starting Central defense, although they got quickly up the field on 2 possessions. Colton Bryan is the starting senior defensive end who made that last tackle. Derek Mitchell playing some D-tackle today. He's also the starting running back to give you an idea of what kind of a bruising player he is. Blake Nephew at D-tackle and Dakota Duck at the other end. John Comfort at outside linebacker. Reed Lucas and Austin Caldwell, the inside linebackers. Daniel Marler's the other outside backer. Hunter Kurtois, DJ Buchanan, and Cody Harrison in the secondary. Starting lineup brought to you by Midwest Convenient Care. So Central Rebels come back to the power set, and they'll hand it off left side. And a big hole to run through. He's going to pick up about 7 to 8 yards. It is Derek Mitchell getting the carry between Mitchell, Marler, and Harrison. I mean, what a trio of backs to work with and a great offensive line to run behind.
Derek Mitchell, big boy, 6 foot, 220 pounds. He's going to be a hard load to bring down for the St. Gen Dragons tonight. But I really like the game plan right now. Central's bringing to the table. They're not deviating from what's gotten them to this point at all. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
8 yards on the carry for Mitchell. 2nd down and 2. 3 backs behind Kurtois. Kurtois comes up under center. 2nd down and 2. There's the snap. Hands off to the deep back. A spin move. Lunging forward. Maybe a gain of a yard. That was Marler on the carry there for the Park Hills Central Rebels. Going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard here.
Nice job group tackling right there by a host of St. Gen Dragons. And, right now, big third down. It's about third and an inch, third and 2 inches. This is big for St. John right now to come up with a big stop, get the ball back.
Defensive linemen for St. Genevieve, Zach Jamerson, Dan Tirana, Derek James, and Devin Brown. Pretty good, solid defensive front. Ryan Carl, Steve Wilson, Anthony Rowe, and Clayton Gilo, the linebackers. Secondary, Jacob Rowe, Tyson Roth, and Brendan Dallas. Tyson Roth is an excellent safety. On third down and short. Mark. Side. St. Genevieve gets a nice cheer from the crowd, but this is going to be enough to move the chains. He got it by about a half yard on that one.
Nice job right there by Central Rebels. Establishing the line of scrimmage right there by the offensive line and just getting enough push, like you said, just enough to get them a first down. But that's all you need right now.
Over on AM 1400 KJF, Cape Central leads Hillsboro 3-0 in the first quarter. First down and 10 from the 43 for Central, who lead at 7-0 over St. Genevieve. It's a play fake. Hunter Curtois is going to throw an out route, and he's got his man. He's across the 40-yard line to the 30, breaks the tackle, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Park Hill Central Rebels. It's Reed Lucas. He's the junior All-State linebacker, and he gets some work out of the backfield for the 57-yard touchdown, but there is some laundry.
He was wide open in the flood and made somebody miss. Jacob Rowe missed the tackle here.
It's coming back. It's hold on. They let the Central fans hear about that one. A holding penalty that comes back and negates a 57-yard touchdown pass to Reed Lucas.
The second break of the game goes to the Dragons. That was something right there. They could have been down 12-0 to start this game, and a big penalty right there on the Rebels from Central.
KTTHA FM Farmington Festus Crystal City Park Hills. It's the Central Rebels leading 6-0 over St. Genevieve. 8:13 to play in the first quarter. Now that was a spot of the foul penalty, so they actually gained about 6 yards, 8 yards on that one. They're going to spot that at the St. Genevieve 49-yard line. We're going to see the always rare first down and 2 here. Under center comes Curtois. Rebacks in the backfield. 2 tight end set right at midfield. Curtois takes the takes a snap, and oh my goodness, Derek James has absolutely leveled the running back. Wizard right here. He was going nowhere fast.
Now, St. John Dragons need to rally around that hit right here to get him going. You talk about late starters right there. Number 69 did not show up late on that play right there and laid a lick.
Man, oh man, 69, Derek James, a 5'10", 235-pound junior, sure laid the lumber. Now, that was on 1st and 2, so Park Hill Central's okay. Still 2nd down and 2 here. Same formation. Curtois comes under center from the 49. Hands it off left side, Derek Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to lay the lumber on the defense. He's not going down easy. He's across the 40 and still turning all the way down to the 35-yard line. Whoa, what a run.
Just his legs just kept pumping. And St. John right now is going to have to hit below the belt. If you're going to tackle these boys up top, they're not going to come down with one hit. They got to make sure to wrap up and drive them to the ground.
14-yard run, Derek Mitchell. Ball at the 35-yard line. Central Rebels are moving the football, and they've come out and done what they're going to have to counterpunch here soon. I wouldn't deviate from this game plan at all on Central. Curtois back under center. Derek Mitchell's the deep back. There's the snap. Handoff. Derek Mitchell running to the left side. Puts the shoulder down. Gets across the 35. Somewhere in the 33 to the 32-yard line area. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's exactly right. I know that Coach Fly said try to do some stuff different. Maybe you can do that once you get up 12-0 and you got the time to work with. They're just shoving it down St. John's throat. And right now, somebody from St. John's is going to have to step up, make a play, cause a fumble, get an interception if they do drop back, and get this momentum back to the Dragon side.
2nd down and a short 8 or a long 7. Park Hill Central Rebels back to the line. 2 tight end set. Craig on one side. Caldwell on the other. Curtois under center. Hands it off to the deep back. Derek Mitchell running left. Gets a couple up to the 30-yard line. We'll have 3rd down and about 5 coming up.
St. John's Park Hill Central not looking for the home run right here. They're completely content, and this is their game plan. 4 yards. I always had a football coach in high school say, hey, if we get 3 yards in every play, we're going to move the sticks. You got 4 downs, and that's 12 yards. So that's all Park Hills is going to do right now. I would think they're in 4-down territory, so they're going to probably stay with their game plan, but maybe a little play action pick and roll somebody out into the flat.
On 3rd down and 5. Deep back gets the ball, but Derek Mitchell tripped up, and he's going to lose a yard on this one. I couldn't tell if St. Genevieve got back there and tripped him up or if he tripped over his own feet and just hit the deck.
It looked like for the first time tonight, and we may say this a lot more throughout the game, but the turf right there looked like a little slick, and his feet went out from underneath him.
I was down there on the turf before the game talking to the coaches, and it's very slick out there. So I think that was what the case was. He just lost the footing. 4th down and 6, 31-yard line. Central Rebels, you said it, they're in 4-down territory. They'll go for it, and they'll spread out St. Genevieve with twins to the left and twins to the right. Man in motion is Buchanan from left to right, and this is Daniel Marler playing quarterback here. They go to the Wildcat, and Marler runs up the middle but doesn't get anything. Maybe a yard, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Right there, it almost looked like St. Gen knew what was coming. They've seen that formation before. We're not fooled one bit by a potential pass right there. Nice job by the line, and the linebackers come up and making the stop.
So there was a little bit of a different wrinkle we see there from the Central Rebels. Daniel Marler, a talented running back, lined up as the quarterback there, tried to keep it, only picked up a yard. St. Genevieve takes over. 1st down and 10. That was the big defensive stop they needed. Now let's see what they got on offense from the 30-yard line. Twins left and twins right. Gilo and Rowe lined up to the left side, one back in the backfield. Flanking Drury to his right. Shotgun snap. Here's a handoff, and this is the freshman, Anthony Rowe, getting the carry. And he gets a couple yards up across the 35-yard line.
Trying to get Anthony Rowe into a rhythm right now, or at least let him relax a little bit into this game. As a freshman, you know his heart's beating 100 miles an hour, but, Coach Stolzer, Coach Sherry, the offensive coordinator, would not, and Coach Weiler would not put him in there if they didn't believe he had the capabilities of pulling it off.
Just short of the 35. He got 4 yards. Now a shotgun snap. Drury, a clean pocket. He's got all day, and he's got Gilo over the middle. Gilo breaks a tackle. What a juke move, and he's at the sideline across the 40. He'll be tracked down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Nice little move, change of direction there by Clayton Gilo.
Nice job by Gilo, but I want to talk about the offensive line, giving Matt Drury plenty of time. Almost went through some progressions, it looked like. Actually went to throw it, pulled it back down, threw it again, found Clayton over the middle for a nice pickup for the Dragons.
Matt Drury's first completion of the game goes to the tight end, Clayton Gilo, who was lined up as a wide receiver on that play. Gilo gets 41 yards, and now St. Genevieve's got something cooking. 1st and 10 at the 25. Shotgun snap. Drury's going to keep this one running up the middle. Spins off of a tackle and gets inside the 25-yard line, about the 23.
Nice little read option there. When we talked about it a little bit last week with Valley, quarterback has the option to hand it or take it himself, pull it and tuck it, and Matt does a nice job with that. Matt's a good athlete, great basketball player, and that
2nd down, 7 yards to go from the 22-yard line. St. Genevieve trailing 6-0 in the first quarter to Park Hill Central in the district championship game. Twins right, twins left. Drury drops back to pass. Has time again. Steps up. He's looking deep. Right side. Had a man, but overthrew him. Incomplete. He's looking for Brendan Dallas, who's normally his tailback, lined up as a wide receiver the past several plays, and had a seam right there just a little bit out in front of him to the sideline.
Nice little rollout, but he made the right play. He made the right pass. He was either going to be caught or it was going to be an incomplete pass. Park Hills had no chance of intercepting that ball. It was an out-of-bounds pass that either Brendan brings down or it's an incomplete pass.
Matt Drury, 96 of 158 coming into the game. That's good for 61%. 1,375 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 picks. On 3rd down and 7, they'll hand it off, and Anthony Rowe, a big hole up the middle, takes it all the way up near the 10-yard line.
Look, he's going to be a busted play. Nice job, Anthony Rowe. Good read by Matt Drury.
13 yards on the run. Anthony Rowe, and the freshman has a bit of burst out there, doesn't he?
Anthony Rowe is a very, very good athlete. He's kind of like we'll compare him since if people are listening from this week to last week, Tyler Fowler. Nice body, natural build with a burst of speed. This junior and Valley's junior and this freshman are going to bring a lot of good football to the St. John area over the next couple of years.
1st down and goal just above the 9-yard line. They're calling it the 10 on the scoreboard. Trips to the left, one receiver right. St. Genevieve has one man in the backfield. Central jumps but doesn't come across the line. So no penalty. The play clock's down to 14. Rowe is the back in the backfield with trips to the left. 1st and goal. There's the shotgun snap. Drury rolls to his left, steps up, and fires a dart in the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. What a play. Cody Harrison. And Harrison returns it to the 13-yard line. How about the ball skills from that young man, Cody Harrison, jumping the route?
Nice play by Cody Harrison. Made the wrong read. Jacob Rowe was open in the flat. Could have hit Jacob for maybe not a touchdown, Matt just trying to do too much there. Matt's got to understand to calm himself down. You don't have to get it all back in one play, and just continue to work the ball down the field.
Cody Harrison, who's been an outstanding safety and a pretty darn good offensive player as well. He had the 27-yard touchdown run earlier, then comes up with a big defensive play. Now Central has it, but they're backed up at the 13-yard line. Central Rebel offense back on the field. 3 backs in the backfield. Mitchell, the deep back. Mitchell gets the carry. Not much of a hole. Jacob Rowe is going to upend him as he gets across the 15 to about the 17. It was a gain of 4, though, for Derek Mitchell.
Good job by Jacob Rowe right there, making sure he gets low. Made sure he got below the knees and took down the running back right there. Jacob Rowe, I had the pleasure of coaching him this summer and in American Legion Baseball, and kid's got a high motor, and that's what he brings to this team. He's just going to continue to go, and he doesn't matter if he's the smallest guy out on the field going against the biggest one.
That American Legion baseball team you coach with Junie Bosler, you get all the talent from Valley and all the talent from St. Genevieve all in one team. That's pretty impressive.
It's a lot of fun. The kids really work hard for you.
Here's a handoff, Derek Mitchell. Not much room. He gets a yard, maybe 2. They'll give him forward progress to the 19 for a gain of 2. So 3rd down and medium, but manageable coming up for the Park Hill Central Rebels.
Great job. One guy stands him up. 3 or 4 other St. John Dragons come in and finish him off. This is the kind of tackling that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to wear down these Central Rebel backs.
6-0 Cape Central leads Hillsville after the end of the first over on AM 1400 KJ. Thanks to Tom Webley for sending me those updates via text. 3rd down and 4 from the 19 for the Park Hill Central Rebels. Here's a bit of a different look. They'll bunch 4 receivers outright. Hunter Curtois at quarterback sends a man in motion. Harrison into the backfield he goes, and he's going to get the carry, turning across the 20 up to the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. Looks to be short, though, of the first down. He's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, they put bunch 4 out here to the right side, bring 1 man in motion, and St. John didn't bite one bit. Good job defensively right there by the Dragons and know what's coming.
4th down, 1 yard to go, 22-yard line. They're on the Central side of the field. Central's going to punt this one away. Then St. Genevieve has Dallas back to return. Here comes the punt. This one's a spiraling wobbler. Brendan Dallas, has it go through his hands, but then picks it up back at the 40 and then slips on that wet turf and ended up losing about 4 yards in that return back to about the 39, 38-yard line area.
A collective gasp went through the crowd right here in front of us when that ball slipped through Brendan's hand. Just got to make sure to secure the ball tonight. You can't turnovers are going to be key, and St. John's right now losing that battle with 2.
First down and a 10. St. John Dragons. Decent field position here after the punt. But like Dusty just mentioned, a fumble and an interception, both by quarterback Matt Drury. That puts St. Genevieve behind the 8 ball to start this game. But only down by 6 with 1:21 left to go first quarter. Shotgun snap and a handoff Anthony Rowe. And Anthony Rowe lowers the shoulder and lays the boom on Reed Lucas as he gets it up to the 44-yard line for a gain of 5.
I have a feeling we're going to say this a lot, but how impressive is that? A freshman just picking up 5 yards and just lowering his shoulder and making sure he can get what he can get.
And Reed Lucas is an all-state linebacker, and Anthony Rowe won that battle. Now, Lucas did make the tackle and did his job, but 2nd down and 5 from the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap. They're going to play fake and then throw it out to Clayton Gilo. Gilo hit hard. Ball came out, but he fell back on it. Oh, no, they'll rule it incomplete now as the ball was jarred out of there by Hunter Curtois.
No, they're going to give him the catch, and then he caused the fumble. That could have went either way. That's one of those where we need instant replay to see what was actually done. You saw the ball. It happened right in front of us. So you saw the ball pop and dislodge, but he was able to fall right on top of it.
9 yards to Gilo on that one. Gilo has 2 catches for 50 yards. No other St. John Dragon has a catch in this game. Trips to the right, 1 receiver left, and in the backfield, Anthony Rowe. Shotgun snap. They'll run the option. Quarterback Drury keeps it. He's not going anywhere. He's brought down immediately. There's Reed Lucas again, and every time I do a Central game, Reed Lucas's name gets called about 20 times at least on defense. He's that good.
Well, I was going to say, we've only been through a quarter of play, and you've said it 3 or 4 times already. There's a reason that these kids stand out. It's their motors. He just continues to go and make sure that he makes the stop.
We have our first update ready from down in Portageville. We'll get to that as soon as we get a break in the action with Valley Catholic and Portageville playing in the Class 1 playoffs. Second down at 11, 47-yard line. Central side of the field. St. Genevieve moving the ball, but another bad snap. Anthony Rowe's going to pick it up and make something happen out of it. He's going to get maybe to the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to lose about a yard, but that was a good job just to get that ball back. I don't know if they were snapping that to him or the quarterback, but it went to neither of them.
No, Matt reached up and acted like he wanted it. So Jacob not Jacob, but Anthony does a nice job. Just instead of losing 10, gets back and only loses 2 yards right there. That's a really heads play by a freshman.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break and get you that update from Jared Lucas from down in Portageville here on J98.
Jared Lucas here at Portageville High School, where the Portageville Bulldogs are facing off against the Valley Warriors. Valley jumped on top first with a 30-yard touchdown by Tyler Fowler. Valley now leads 7-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
The Clip Joint Barbershop and Hair Salon, located on Market Street across from the Catholic Church in downtown St. Genevieve, has been serving the area for 10 years, specializing in men's cuts while also offering a full-service salon. The Clip Joint Barbershop and Hair Salon services are very affordable, with men's and children's haircuts for only $10 and women's only $12. Come by and see Micah, Janelle, and Mike on Mondays or Wednesdays through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to noon. Or call the Clip Joint Barbershop and Hair Salon in St. Genevieve at 573-883-5164. That's
the Central Rebels with a 6-0 lead after 1 quarter of play, a 27-yard touchdown run from Cody Harrison. But St. Genevieve has the football, but it's going to be third down and long as they change sides of the field. The ball spotted at the 49-yard line of Central, but St. Genevieve is going to have to come up with a big third down conversion.
Spread them out wide here.
Empty backfield. Drury takes the shotgun snap, and here comes the pressure. He's going to be sacked down hard. Reed Lucas back at the 45-yard line. Got to him quickly. St. Genevieve will have to punt.
Just didn't have time to develop. One thing that we've noticed both last week and this week is the teams are willing to give you the middle of the field in this spread offense, and they're going to take the gamble that you can't get it off before they get to you. So a nice job by Park Hill Central and Coach Spice right there by able to get in there and call some ruckus in the backfield.
Back to return, Daniel Marler and Derek Mitchell. They send 2 returners back there, and here comes the snap for the punt. He's going to boom this one deep downfield, angling this one to the corner. It'll bounce out right around the 23-yard line, and Park Hill Central will take over there. I've been impressed with the Rebel defense. St. Genevieve's been able to move the football, but they've turned it over twice, and once they get so far, they've kind of been shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they're going to we talked about it last week. You know, we're going to have to turn it over. Now St. Jim's going to have to create something. They're going to have to keep themselves in the game until they can get some momentum offensively going.
Central's only touchdown came on a 27-yard touchdown run by Cody Harrison. That came after a St. Genevieve fumble. It was a 29-yard drive for the Central Rebels. We've got 11 minutes, 21 seconds left to go. Our updates, by the way, from Jared Lucas are brought to you tonight by Earth Mother Health Foods, Donaldson Cycles in Park Hills, and Lead Belt Pump and Supply in Park Hills. Well, looks like Central jumped early on this. They did a false start. It's going to back up the Central Rebels 5 yards. It's their second penalty of the evening. They'll be back to the 19.
Here's something that Central can't, with their type of offense, they can't get themselves in second and third and long. You know, it really gets them out and really shortens their playbook, something that St. John's going to obviously try to do. But Central has got to stay with the game plan and stay what's the word I'm looking for, under control here, especially on the road.
The Central Rebels, their ball control offense back on the field. One back in the backfield, 2 wing backs on either side of the formation. There's the snap, handoff to the back, and nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard, trying the middle on this one. And Cody Harrison going nowhere on the carry.
That looked like David Tarana in the backfield right there, and that guy has been a beast since he's been a freshman. He stepped into a role as a freshman, played a little defensive line, and actually came out for the basketball team his freshman year, but is now a wrestler, and he has just continued to get bigger and better.
6'6", 270 pounds, 41 tackles and a fumble recovery this year. Yeah, he's pretty good. Second down, 16 from the 18-yard line. 4 receivers now outright. And shotgun field to his right and has a man. A catch at the 29-yard line, a gain of 11 yards.
Nice out there by Park Hill. third down situation. But still, third down. Right now, St. John's got to dial something up right now, make a turnover, get him back to a fourth down, get the ball back in good field position.
DJ Buchanan makes that catch. Third down and 6 to go now from the 28-yard line for the Central Rebels, and they'll stay in this heavy set to the left side. How about 5 receivers out to the left and empty on the right side? Harrison's the man in motion. There's a shotgun snap, and a flag comes in. Could be an illegal shift here on the Central Rebels. But that's the first time I've seen Central all year do that, where they're putting 5 receivers to one side of the formation, empty backfield.
And what it does, Glenn, is that tight end, the man closest to the line, is covered up. He can't go down. You know, basically what it is trying to get St. John to cover him up with a defensive back or something like that, so that St. John is a little confused in the secondary. But what happens is that tight end can't move. He's covered up. The flanker out here now. And just a little trickery by Coach Weiss.
Third down, 11 now after the penalty. That's Central's 3rd penalty of the ball game. For St. John, their problem's been turnovers. For Central, it's been penalties. They'll get back to a more conventional look for Central. Here's a shotgun snap, and Kurtois is going to air it out deep. He's got one-on-one with Buchanan, and Buchanan, with a little shove, makes the catch at the 46-yard line for a big first down. He got away with a little push-off, but they're not going to call that very often. Nice play by the freshman Buchanan.
Nice job by Brendan Dallas on the coverage as well. You know, just a perfectly thrown ball by Central's quarterback there. Brendan Dallas couldn't have been any more all over him, and just a great pass and catch right there.
31 yards on the catch for Buchanan. He has both catches today for the Park Hill Central Rebels. 43 yards total on his 2 catches. Back to the 3-back system now for the Centrals and the 2 tight ends from the 47-yard line. Here's the snap handoff. Derek Mitchell trust right 45 to the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 for Derek Mitchell.
You can just feel momentum right now on Park Hill's side. You can see it by the way they walk to the huddle, up to the line. And St. John's guys are kind of looking around like, what else can go wrong right now? And that's something that has to change before halftime, or St. John's got to keep it here at a 6-0 game before half.
How about that big pass play on 3rd down and 10? St. John looking like they're probably going to get the ball back with decent field position, and Central just turned the momentum right there. 3 backs in the backfield for Kurtois. Mitchell stays the deep back. Here's the snap. Mitchell's going to get the carry. He'll try the middle this time. Lunging forward up to the 41. Man, still pushing the pile. Right when you think he stopped, he gets an extra yard or 2 out of it up to the 40-yard line for a gain of 4.
And all they're doing right now is making sure they fall forward. You know, they're getting gang tackled. St. John is doing a fabulous job of getting numbers on them, but they're just making sure they're not falling backwards and falling forward to get them that extra yard or extra 2 feet.
Third down, 3 line with Central. Third down and long on this drive. This one is 3rd down and short. 2 wing backs to the left side, 1 receiver to the right side, and 1 back in the backfield is Marler. Shotgun snap, and he'll fire an out route. Buchanan has it go off of his fingertips, but the flag flies in the secondary. Jacob Rowe on the coverage, and I don't know about this one.
If this is pass interference on the defense, it's a very questionable call. It looked like some feet slipped out underneath.
Jacob Rowe for sure didn't like the call. It's a hold on the defense. So, yeah, that one, it's a little bit better of a call because, you know, we're way over here.
Right.
We didn't see Jacob Rowe could have got a hand on a shoulder pad, turned him a little bit. We don't know, but it is a big penalty nonetheless. That's going to give Park Hill Central a first down here.
Yeah, right now, St. John just shooting themselves in the foot. You know, the 2 turnovers and getting the costly penalties at the wrong time right now. But like you said, you know, you can understand a holding call right there. But that Rowe and just a bad break for the Dragons.
We've got another update ready to come in from Jared Lucas down in Porterville. Again, first break in this action. We'll get that to you. For now, it's Mitchell with a 1st and 10 at the St. John 30-yard line. Kurtois under center, hands it off to Eric Mitchell. Mitchell up the middle, turning and burning inside the 25 to the 23. 7-yard run for Mitchell.
Too easy right now for the Park Hills. Just too easy. You can't let them go 3 yards before it makes contact. The defensive line's got to come off their blocks, find a way to fight off those blocks, and at least slow him down so that those linebackers and secondary guys can come up and make the lick.
For Central, this is arguably the best offensive line, not only in our area, but the state of Missouri. Everybody's well over 200 pounds except their left guard, Brandon Richardson, who's a converted tight end. 2nd down and 3 from the 23-yard line now for Central. Mitchell remains the deep back. They'll run the option, it looks like. No, yes, they did. Kurtois did keep it, but then hit the deck. Devin Brown came up and made the stop, and that play wasn't going anywhere.
a good record. I don't think the fullback was going to get much right there. But again, you got to understand the situation. 2nd down and 4 and 5 yards. You've been getting 3 or 4 yards there. You know, that could have been a situation. Let's give it to the fullback and let's see what he can do.
Loss of a yard on the play. 3rd down and 4 now for the Rebs. Harrison, Marler, and Mitchell, the backs in the backfield. Mitchell, the deep back, 2 tight ends, Craig and Caldwell. There's the snap. They'll hand it off to Harrison. Harrison explodes up the middle, but a nice tandem on the tackle there. Coming in and hitting him first was 75, Zach Jamerson. And another one of his defensive teammates helped slow him down for a 4th down coming up. That was a gain of about 2.
I like what Park Hills does here is they don't always keep everybody in the same look. You know, they got 3 running backs. Some of them will line up as a fullback one play. Next time they'll be as the tailback. It's almost a nice job of role play back there. Nobody cares who gets the job or who gets the credit as long as we get going down the field.
And usually in the past few years, they've had several backs go over 1,000 yards. This year, nobody has gone over 1,000 yards. They're spreading out the carries big time this season. 4th down and 3. 5 receivers right. Man in motion. We're going to get another motion penalty on Central again.
Timeout. Yep.
That will stop the clock with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in the half. That'll give us a time to go out to Portageville and see what Jared Lucas is up to. Jared?
All right, 3, 2, and 1. Jared Lucas down here at Portageville High School, where Portageville is taking on the Valley Warriors. Valley is now on top 14-0 after starting on their own 5-yard line, driving the ball on a 90-yard run from Tyler Fowler, 90 yards, and then giving the ball right back to a 5-yard touchdown. Valley is currently up 14-0 with just a minute left in the first quarter. I'm Jared Lucas for Regional Radio Sports.
All right, 6-0 is our score. It's the Central Rebels on top of the St. John Dragons. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left to go. Those updates from Jared Lucas brought to you by Goggins Drilling in Park Hills, Dunlap Automotive Solutions in Park Hills, Walmart Supercenter in Farmington. And Central has a 4th down and 3 from the 23-yard line. A timeout just got called, and Central's back to the play. They're in 4-down territory here. Needs to foul off a stop in what's been pretty much a defensive battle in this first half.
It really has. The bad snap on the first play of the game by St. John and Park Hills rode that momentum to a touchdown.
4th down, 3 yards to go. 23-yard line of St. Genevieve. The Dragons need to dig deep and get a stop. Central's looking to take a 2-score lead. 3 backs in the backfield. 1 receiver out to the right is Cody Harrison. Kurtois will come up under center, and now they'll shift. Everybody that was in the backfield will go to the right side of the formation. 5 receivers out to the right side. Now a man in motion is Harrison. St. Genevieve's going to come across the line. If he wasn't drawn off, it's going to give Central the first down. Well, he was drawn off. It's a false start on the Central offense, bringing it from 4th and 3 to 4th and 8.
Good job right there. The right guard does flinch, and Toronto, trained like he is, as soon as you see that flinch, make contact and put it into the referee's hands.
For Central, 4 penalties now, and 3 of them on this drive, yet they've been able to, they started on their own 19-yard line. They've been able to get this far. So they've been overcoming the penalty. 4th down and 8, 28-yard line now. And Central with 2 wing backs either side. 1 back in the backfield. Under center is Kurtois. Sends Buchanan in motion from left to right, and now it's a play fake. Rolling out to the right side, Kurtois. Eyes downfield, looking deep, one-on-one coverage, nearly intercepted. Incomplete pass, but on 4th and 8, that's better that he did not pick that off. So good play, St. Genevieve in the secondary.
Yeah, it's actually beneficial. I know you want to come up with the big pick right there as a player and as the fans, ooh and ah, but it's a good move right there. They would have lost 20 yards of field position right there. Yeah, 20, 25 yards. And now St. John, with a little bit of momentum, 6 minutes to go before half, needs to go down and get some points here. Or at least put a drive together to tell St. John, or tell Park Hills that they're here.
By the way, that was Tyson Roth back in coverage for St. Genevieve. What a good safety he's been. 2 interceptions this year. Under center, Drury, he'll hand it off to the right side, turning across the 30 to about the 31-yard line for a gain of 3, maybe 4 on the carry.
Trying to see who that was in the backfield. Was that Brendan Dallas back there in the backfield doing a nice job? I'd like to see St. John maybe give Park Hill Central a little dose of throwing medicine right here and see if they can establish the offensive line and move 3-4 yards and just eat up this clock before they go into half.
For Dallas, that was his first carry. Goes for 4 yards. Second down and 6 from the 31-yard line. Play action pass. Drury fires left side. Stiegel has it, but there's Reed Lucas to stop him right in his tracks at the 35-yard line for another gain of about 4. Maybe only 3 yards on this catch.
Yeah, really a bad spot. Now, the official on this side definitely giving him forward progress. Good job on this side of the official. Line judge over on this side doing a nice job, giving another extra yard.
They disagreed. The far judge had him spotted further back.
Right,
Third down and 3. Short 4 on this one for St. Genevieve. We're down to 5 minutes to play in the half. St. Genevieve is going to go to the I. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll pitch it out right side. This is Dallas looking for the edge. He's across the 35, driven out of bounds at the 36-yard line. He's going to be short.
I think he's going to be short. Yeah, just short. Here's an interesting call right now by Coach Stolzer.
He got 2 yards. So 4th down and 1 coming up, and looks like a change of personnel coming on for St. Genevieve. They're going to punt this one away. Or it looks that way anyway. Anthony Brown ready to boot it deep.
We were talking about something underneath the hat earlier in the game or earlier in the pregame, and this could be the opportunity where we use it, but you don't want to give Park Hills such great field position either.
Marler and Mitchell back to return. Brown takes the snap and boots this one deep end over end. It's going to bounce at the 39-yard line and roll back inside the 35. Down to about the 32, the 31-yard line, and that's where Central takes over again. 4:43 to play in the half. So after that first drive, it was a 29-yard drive, and it was the big drive of the game so far, brought to you by ProCare Automotive and Bonterre. But that was a short field for Central. Once they've been backed up, they haven't been able to do much against the St. Genevieve defense either. So really defense winning out tonight.
Yeah, it really has, and kind of not a big surprise, a 21-22 game the last time these two teams have met. Definitely been watching more film. It's interesting to see how coaches re-game plan in the second meeting.
3 backs in the backfield. Curtois under center. Mitchell continues to be the deep back. They'll run the play fake and throw it out in the flat, but Curtois threw it behind his intended target. Incomplete.
That ball was tipped at the line, I think, by number 59, Dan Tirana again. Being 6'6", you get those long arms up. It's hard to get those as a quarterback to get those passes off.
Second down, 10 yards to go with 4 minutes, 39 seconds to play in the half, and the Rebels holding on to a 6-0 lead. Daniel Marler checks out of the ball game. He's to the sideline. Cody Harrison is in there right now. Derek Mitchell will remain the deep back as Central goes to a 2-back backfield from the I. Curtois whispering something into his fullbacks here as he gets to the line, takes the snap, hands it off to Derek Mitchell, and Mitchell didn't have much of a hole, but just got through what little daylight he had up to the 35 to the 36-yard line for a gain of 5 yards.
Big third down play right here for Park Hills Central and St. John, either way. If you're Park Hills, you get this one, you can probably wind that clock down to halftime. If not, St. John's going to get the ball back. Relatively good field position. Neither team has outstanding punters or an outstanding kicking game by any means, but big play for both teams right here.
3rd down and 5 from the 36-yard line, and Central will overload the left side again with 5 receivers out to the near side. Harrison motions from left back into the backfield, or near the backfield. Here's the shotgun snap, and running to the left side, it is Marler, who is at quarterback there, runs it to the 40-yard line before being hit hard. A gain of 4, but he needed 5, so 4th down and 1 coming up.
Again, now it goes to an interesting call for Coach Swice and the Park Hills Rebels. Central Rebels. What do you do here?
And at the 40-yard line on your own side of the field, I think you probably have to play it safe and punt it away. Curtois is coming off the field. I think that's what Central going to do, but you just never quite know. You only need a yard, and with this offensive line that Central has, you'd like to think they'd be able to push the pile enough to get yourself a yard. And now Central has the offense on the field. Looks like anyway they're going to go for it. Curtois sprints to the line. 3 backs in the backfield. Couple of hard counts, and then he'll call a timeout. So the old try to draw him off sides at the 40-yard line. I hope they get you a first down. And now you're going to take a timeout and go talk about it a little bit.
Very smart. I was just getting ready to say something about the hard count right there and at the high school level, But I really like what Park Hill Central did. They kind of acted like it wasn't a scripted play, but I have to believe it was something that the miscommunication between the coach and the quarterback. It looked like a plan like that. Sprint to the huddle, get your word, sprint up to the line, try to get St. John to jump off sides on something quick as they know that the time is winding down.
3 minutes, 10 seconds remain in this first half with Central leading 6-0 over the St. Genevieve Dragons. And St. Genevieve just having trouble, not only today, but even last week against New Madrid County Central, and really all season long, they've had trouble jumping out of the gates and jumping on opponents. It seems like Coach Stolzer's been the master of halftime adjustments, but before the game or in that first half, they just had trouble for whatever reason.
Yeah, and at the high school level especially, it is a game of adjustments. You know what Park Hill Central is going to do. You know what St. John's going to try to do. Who can make the most adjustments to help benefit their team to get them in the proper positions?
Well, now Central will punt this one away and booting it up in the air. Not a very long distance punt. And it's going to bounce at the 40-yard line and stop there. So St. Genevieve, good field position that actually took a Central bounce on that one back to the 40-yard line.
60 yards to go, 3 timeouts, 3 minutes to go. This is nothing for a team that runs the spread. I'd like to see St. John maybe be a little more aggressive here, spread them out, try to get some momentum. If very nothing else, just like the last drive, try to get down in their territory, gain some momentum before half.
That was 20 yards net on the punt there for St. Genevieve, or for Central. Now St. Genevieve back to the power run. They'll hand it off left side. This is Brendan Dallas, and he'll get about 4 yards running left.
Nice job right there, picking up the 4 yards. I think Coach Stolzer may be content being down 6-0 going into halftime, knowing his guys are more of a second-half team.
2nd down and 6 from the 44-yard line for the St. Gen Dragons. And you're right, they're not in a hurry. 2 backs in the backfield under center. It's Courtois. He'll pitch it out. This is Brendan Dallas, and Dallas has a seam here. He's across the 50, up the sideline. He'll be driven out of bounds by Daniel Marler at the 36-yard line. So a good run and a first down, and now you're set up to take some shots into the end zone here.
Yeah, nice job. Why be patient when you can pick up about 18 yards, 19 yards right there on the carry? Nice job by Brendan Dallas and getting to the outside. Once he broke containment, it was a foot race and actually got bumped out.
By far his best carry of the night, 4 carries, and that was his biggest, a 19-yarder. 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line. A late handoff. Ryan Carl turning forward and running hard across the 30-yard line. Picks up about 7 yards on the carry, maybe 8.
Yeah, I give him the fullback love every once in a while there, Glenn. He's doing the dirty work in there, making the holes. Nice little surprise right there. Give it to him and picks up 6-7 yards.
2nd down and 3 now. 30-yard line of Park Hill Central. St. Genevieve has a chance. There's a play fake, and now Drury rolling to his right and overthrows a diving target, incomplete. He was looking for Ryan Carl, who was running the route out of the backfield on that one.
Nice job. Just a little, led him just a little too far. Good effort right there by the Dragon player right there, leaping and leaving his feet. But right now you got a minute 48 and you still got all 3 timeouts. There's need to be no rush right now. You're actually, we backtrack a little bit. There's no rush. You're down in territory where you can score.
3rd down and 3, a pitch. This will go to Brendan Dallas, and Dallas tripped up at the 30-yard line. Central does a good job getting in the backfield and really wreaking havoc on that play. Nowhere to go for Dallas, no gain.
Big 4th down play right here for St. Gen. I wouldn't mind seeing Coach Stolzer and Coach Sari and the staff call a timeout here, talk about it, get the 1st down. You don't have to have a rush. You got 3 timeouts.
St. Genevieve's going to spread them out. Steagle's late coming off the field, but trips to the left and twins to the right. 1:18 left to go in the half. Shotgun snap. They'll fire the quick slant. Gilo bobbled it, but then caught it. 1st down. He's out to the 20-yard line. Gain of 10.
Good concentration by Clayton Gilo right there on the little slant route. Good design play. Spread them out wide. Get them underneath.
Clayton Gilo, a big catch there. He's been a nice target for St. Genevieve all year. 12 catches, 297 yards, touchdowns coming into tonight. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Palmer and Dallas out to the right and trips to the left. Drury under center takes the snap. Another quick slant. A big hit. Crown collision, center collision of the game as Reed Lucas brought down Brendan Dallas as soon as he caught that football.
Good job making sure. You know you're going to take the hit. You might as well catch the football.
It is a 5-yard catch and then a timeout. St. Genevieve with 54 seconds left to go in the half. We will break for 30 seconds and bring it back in the game of the week on G98.
Dwight Harrington of Leadbell Pump and Supply has been serving St. Francis and the surrounding counties for several decades. Leadbell Pump and Supply can provide you with free estimates on well drilling and pump installation today. In addition, they also do repairs and service work, and they provide trenching and electric services. For your entire pump supply needs and more, stop in Leadbell Pump and Supply on East Elvin Street in Park Hills or call 431-2476.
Rowe on that last catch got St. Genevieve a 5-yard gain to the 16-yard line. I had said Brendan Dallas going into the break, but Jacob Rowe hauls it in. His first catch of the game gives him 5 yards. Second down and 5 from the 16. Plenty of time for St. Genevieve now in the red zone. Last time they were in the red zone, though, Matt Drury threw the interception that was picked off by Cody Harrison. So take care of the football here, but you'll have to take a shot eventually to get one in.
Yeah, quarterback's got to have short memory. Right now he's got to understand that he's completed the last 2, maybe 3 passes. I know 2 on this drive. He's just got to keep dinking and dunking right now, and something's going to create for a big play in the second half.
Second and 5 from the 16. Empty backfield. Drury takes a shotgun snap, runs to the right side, looking for the edge, inside the 10, inside the 5, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. A first down run and a gain of about 11 for Matt Drury, the quarterback.
Great vision, great patience by Matt. Drury right there trying to break one up for the touchdown, but gets bumped out about the, what are they going to put it, about 5?
Yeah, right at the 5-yard line there. By the way, Hillsboro leads Cape Central now 7-6 with about 2 minutes left to go in that first half over on AM 1400 at KJF. St. Genevieve brings Tyson Roth into the ball game. Let's see where they put him. They're going to line him up to the left side. St. Genevieve under center from the eye. Carl and Dallas the backs. Dallas is going to get a pitch left side, and Central comes up with a stop as he gets inside the 5 for a gain of about a couple yards. I think that was Reed Lucas setting the edge for the defense on that play, forcing him back inside.
Nice job of keeping contained right there by the Central Rebels. Good patient running there by Dallas. Pick up the 2 yards. Be sure. Don't lose any yardage right now. Just continue to go forward.
Second down and goal. Drury fakes the handoff, then runs it himself, lunging up toward the goal line, but he looks to be short. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 1-yard line with 23 seconds left and a timeout, St. Genevieve.
3rd and 1. Yard tied up here. You'd have to believe they're going to go in a tight formation and hand it to either Dallas or Drury and let them get the final yard here.
And I'll be interested to see who they put out here on this package because this is a big play right here for St. Genevieve. Now, each team does have 1 timeout left, so you have to imagine if they run it up the gut again and get stopped, just line up and do it one more time. But I want to see who they bring out here, whether it's going to be Anthony Rowe, who we haven't seen in a long time. I imagine Brendan Dallas will be out there, but Ryan Carl as fullback and even Tyson Roth, you got options if you're St. Genevieve. A lot of good players to put out there, or even Drury keeping it right up the middle on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and this could be something where Park Hill Central waits to see what St. John's going to line up. They call a timeout, readjust. So you may actually have to have 2 plays in your playbook right here unless you feel really confident with the one and showing them and sticking with it.
1 yard against this Central defense is not an easy task. St. Genevieve is fighting and scratching and clawing to get in the end zone before halftime. 23 seconds to go until the Auto Spa Car Wash halftime show. Carl and Dallas are the backs in the backfield. Drury comes up under center, and a man in motion from right to left. There's the snap. They'll hand it off to Dallas. Dallas puts the shoulder pads down.
Touchdown.
Forward. Touchdown, Dragons. It's 6-6.
Nice job. Good second effort right there by Brendan Dallas just to continue. And again, that's what we talked about, something that Park Hills was doing early on in the game, just falling forward. He was stopped initially and just fell into the end zone. Nice job right there by the St. Gen Dragons.
St. Genevieve has the chance to take their first lead of the ball game right here as Clayton Nager will line up for the extra point. 19 seconds on the clock. Jacob Rowe is the holder. Nager lines it up. Here's the snap. It's good. The kick is up and looks good. It is 7-6. St. Genevieve, and 19 seconds left to go in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds on J98 The Booth.
Hospice at Jefferson Regional Medical Center offers comfort, support, and compassion to people with life-limiting illnesses. Their dedicated team of healthcare professionals work with your doctor and hospital staff to provide pain control, personal care, therapy, and even emotional support. Hospice is covered by Medicare, Medicaid, and most private insurance. When a cure is no longer possible, Jefferson Regional Hospice provides skilled and supportive care to patients and their families in the familiar surroundings of their own home or residence, including nursing homes. For more information, call 636-933-1162.
Nice drive by St. Genevieve, mixing up the run and pass very well on that one. Matt Drury hitting Clayton Gilo and Jacob Rowe for a couple of big passes, and then some big runs by Brendan Dallas. He finished it with a 1-yard touchdown run on 3rd down and goal. 7-6, St. Genevieve.
Can't imagine you're going to see anything kick deep here with only 19 seconds. You're not going to allow him to have a big return.
Here comes the kick, and it is a squibber picked up by Central, but then lost it. St. Genevieve may have fallen on this one. He did. St. Genevieve is going to take over possession at the 43-yard line, and 15 seconds left to go. Anything could happen. Central's first turnover.
I think Coach Stosser was completely happy with being up 7-6 heading into halftime. Right now, they can put a dagger to this and a real staple into this second quarter heading into halftime. I got to believe you got to throw it deep here, at least try to make something happen. Plus, you got a timeout, so you don't have to throw it to the sideline.
Take a couple of shots. Why not? So Dallas and Palmer lined up to the right side. Gilo and Rowe to the left. Shotgun snap. Drury rolls out to the left. Devin Brown seals that side for him, but then here comes Blake Nephew. He slows him down for Central to come up and get the sack here with 6 seconds left. Let's see, does St. Gen want the timeout? Looks like they do. They will call the timeout, so we'll get probably just one more play here for St. Genevieve, but that sack bats up St. Gen to the 49-yard line.
Good job by the secondary at the Park Hill Central, buying their defensive linemen time to get into the backfield. Initially it looked like St. Gen was going to have enough time to roll out a little bit to the left and get something off, but with the coverage the way it was for Park Hills Central, it was just enough time to get to Matt Drury in the backfield.
2nd down and long coming up for St. Genevieve during this timeout. Remember, the halftime show brought to you by Autospa Car Wash in Farmington and Deloge. It's coming up. Chad Speaker's back in studio. He'll run down some highlights, not only from our game, but also the KJF game of the week, which has Hillsboro on top of Cape Central at halftime, 7-6. And, of course, we root for all of our local teams to move on. Hillsboro is one of them. In our J98 game of the week this week, both of these teams are area football teams, so we just hope for a good matchup, and so far it has been. All right, 2nd down and about 17 here for the St. Genevieve Dragons. Central nearly comes across the line on a hard count by Matt Drury. Matt Drury gets the play call sent into him at the line. 2 receivers out left and 2 receivers right. One back in the backfield is Anthony Rowe. So with just 6 seconds left, I expect St. Genevieve to take a shot here. Actually, they're going to throw a little swing route out to Jacob Rowe, and he never hauled it in. He dropped it, so 2 seconds left. We'll get one more play.
Just trying a little trickery there, maybe not even trying to go for the end zone, just trying to run it down. Now I'd have to believe you've got the opportunity to just try to heave one as far as you can. If it gets picked off, you make sure that you make the tackle heading into halftime.
Rowe and Gilo to the left side as the wide receivers. Palmer and Dallas to the right. Anthony Rowe is the back of the backfield, the freshman tailback. And Matt Drury on 3rd down and 16. Shotgun snap. Drury drops back, and he's going to chuck one deep. A nice spiral right side for Brendan Dallas, but overthrow it. And wow, what a catch by DJ Buchanan. He was out of the field of play, but he went up there and grabbed it one-handed for an almost interception.
It was an impressive catch, whether it counted or not. But, if you're St. Gen, you got to feel completely lucky right now at 7-6 with the turnovers and the way the game started out, heading into halftime with the lead.
Yeah, they overcome 2 turnovers to take a halftime lead of 7-6 over the Central Rebels. For Park Hill Central, too many penalties. They had 4 in that first half, and their 1 turnover did not cost them going into the break. It's a 1-point edge for the home team at the Dragons' lair. St. Genevieve 7-6 over Park Hill Central. Will be the Central Rebels getting the ball back to start in this second half. That was a very even first half, 7-6 on the scoreboard, but also in total yardage. St. Genevieve outgained Central 146 to 133 in that first half. So very I expect them to see a little bit more offense coming out in the third quarter.
Yeah, like you talked about, it's a game of adjustments. Coach Slice went in, made his adjustment. This is what's been working for us. This is what we need to make sure doesn't happen in the second half still. St. John and Coach Stolzer did the exact same thing. I look for Coach Stolzer and Coach Weiler and Coach Sherry to open things up more in the second half.
The first deep kickoff we've seen tonight could result in a touchback, and it will, as it's picked up and in the end zone by Marler. So Central's going to start at the 20-yard line. St. Genevieve was led by Brendan Dallas on the ground in that first half. 7 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown. Matt Drury carried the ball 6 times for 19 yards. Carl with 1 carry for 7. Anthony Rowe had 4 carries for 23 yards. Matt Drury, 4 of 9, passing for 65 yards, but he turned the ball over twice. On an interception and once on a handoff. Jacob Rowe, a catch for 5. Clayton Gilo, 3 catches for 60. And Steve with 1 catch for 3 yards. From the Wildcat again, and he will hand it off after the shotgun snap comes to him. He gives it to Harrison, who runs to the right side and picks up 5 yards. So we've seen Central go to that formation 3 to 4 times tonight. Daniel Marler, the quarterback, and handing off this time to Cody Harrison.
He's just a little jet sweep, man in motion, kind of an option play. I wonder if Marler has the option to pull it down and go himself if he doesn't, if he sees an opening up the middle. But, just a little different look. It's the same thing as a sweep play, toss play. But just spreads everybody out on the field a little bit more.
And Marler is going to stay out there as the quarterback with trips to the left and 1 receiver to the right. Hunter Curtois lined up as a receiver to the near side. And now it's Marler keeping it. St. Genevieve leads it. He goes down in the backfield. 1 or 2 on the play.
That answered my question. You get to pull it down, keep it, and try to go on the back, a little trap play or a little backdoor off-tackle play, and St. John, nice job staying at home. That's what is designed for, is try to get opposition and try to get a big game.
And Marler had run the ball out of that formation once in the first half as well. St. Genevieve saw that one coming. Now here come the Rebels, and same formation. It's going to be Marler as the quarterback, Curtois as a receiver to the near side. 1 receiver is out right. Man in motion is Harrison, and fakes a handoff to Harrison. Marler's running right, and he breaks free for a big gain. First down, he's blown up at the 40-yard line, but that time St. Genevieve fell for the misdirection, and it's a big first down run by Marler.
Just a nice kick out by the right tackle there for Park Hills.
17 yards on the carry. Steve Wilson comes up with the tackle from his linebacker spot, and we've got an injury down on the field, don't we?
Yes, we do. St. John man down. I can't tell the number.
They'll tend to him. We've got a 7-6 score in this second half. 10:37 to play. St. Genevieve leads it. Park Hill Central has a first down at the 41-yard line on the Rebels side of the field. We'd like to thank Jack Sadler for running the camera tonight across the field from us. Hi, Jack. I don't know if you can see us. Hey, waved back. All right. So maybe you saw us waving here on Web TV. I know Coach Jones from Central has some family listening to us out in Denver, Colorado tonight and watching on mymoinfo.com. Ryan Carl, by the way, is the injured player. And you hate to see that. You hate to see anybody get hurt, but a guy like Ryan Carl, who does so much for your team offensively and defensively, being helped off the field, that doesn't look good.
And it's another big player, a key player for St. John, offensively and defensively. We talked in the pregame a little bit about them having the big injuries. Schwint goes down, and then everybody else seems to kind of follow. Early injury early on in the game to a St. John player, and it just keeps the snowball. But here it is. Who's going to step up tonight for St. John? It's going to have to be maybe an unsung hero. Is it an Anthony Rowe? Who is going to step up and be the guy tonight?
Central Rebels from the I formation. By the way, Derek Mitchell led them in rushing in that first half. 11 carries, 51 yards. Mitchell's the deep back, and he'll get a handoff running left side, then cuts back up the middle and lowers the boom on a defender and gets to the 45-yard line for a gain of about 4. For Derek Mitchell.
I will say one thing about the Valley Warriors tonight. You talk about 51 yards. That's a great first half for high school football, running the ball. But tonight, you have Tyler Fowler running for 300 yards in the first half. He is having an exceptional night. We wish the Valley Warriors best of luck tonight, and we'll keep you tuned in.
And Fowler is amazing. I will say St. Genevieve's a little bit better defense than what Fowler is facing tonight, but no doubt about it, Fowler. And we've seen him play. I mean, he is awesome. So congratulations to that young man. 2nd down and 6. Handoff left side. Derek Mitchell again. He'll lower the shoulder and get up near the 50-yard line. Gain of about 5. 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, right now, if I'm Coach Swice, I'm not getting out of this T formation, this power I formation. I'm just plugging away with this. It chews up clock, keeps St. John's offense off the field. A very prolific offense that can score 30, 40 points and a half. And you're moving the ball. You're getting us 3 yards, cloud of dust. You're in 4. I think you're going for it on 4th down here too.
3rd down, 2 yards to go. Ball at the central 49-yard line. I formation, power I, 2 tight ends. And here comes Kurtois to the line. Under center he goes. He'll take the snap, hands it off. Derek Mitchell running right side, picks up 1st down yardage. Oh, then he comes out of the pile, and he's going to be up the sideline. He's all the way to the 10, to the 5, and to the touchdown. And excuse me, it's not Mitchell on the play. I want to say that was Holloway, Sam Holloway, running that up the right side for the touchdown.
I thought he was tackled back here at the 40. I really did. Looked like St. John had a good gang tackle, and next thing you know, the play's going on. It was number 49, I believe. Austin Caldwell breaking loose for a big gain and momentum swing back in favor of the Rebels.
What a run for Central, and you're right, he should have been stopped several times on the play, then all of a sudden he just breaks out of the pile for the touchdown.
I was looking down to see who made the stop and popped back up when I heard the Central Rebel fans go wild.
So he's in for the touchdown, 12-7. Now Central's going to go for 2. Under center, Kurtois. He'll take the snap and hand it off near side. It's an option pass. Marla throws back to Kurtois, and it's incomplete. Broken up by
the Rowe brothers.
Yeah, both Rows. I was looking. It was Anthony and Jacob Rowe back there to knock it away.
That just tells you right there with Anthony. Jacob does a nice job on the quarterback, but Anthony actually gets the tip. A freshman able to keep his calm and not roll with the handoff there and stay at home. Nice job, Anthony Rowe.
So a 51-yard touchdown run by Austin Caldwell gives Central the 12-7 lead, but 2-point conversion no good. 8:55 left to play in the half. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Thanks to sponsors, Swift Automotive in Park Hills, Creative Touch Awards and Gibbs in St. Genevieve, Hutt Chiropractic in Deloge, Marzuko Electric in St. Genevieve, County Do-It Center in St. Gen, Nash Automotive in Park Hills, Tower Rock Stone in St. Genevieve, and St. Gen Ford, obviously, in St. Genevieve. So Central to kick it off, and St. Genevieve now down by 5 with 8:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. Well, the Rebels doing what they do, and that's run the ball right at you. They don't make any bones about it. They're going to run, and you got to stop it, and St. Genevieve didn't stop it that time.
No, but I still believe that these 2 failed extra point conversions is going to come back and haunt Central in some way, some form. St. John drives down and misses their extra point. They're still up by a point. So extra points and special teams huge right now.
Mitchell kicks this one off. It's a low line drive, end over end kick, bouncing back at the 10-yard line, bobbled but then picked up. He'll run it near side. This is Gettinger, and he'll be upended across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Gettinger on the return.
St. John needs to come back and answer right away. They can't keep putting things off in the second half like they did in the first half. Time is not on their side. I know it's early. I know we still got another half, but you don't want to fall any farther behind.
Central caps off an 80-yard drive with a 51-yard touchdown run by Austin Caldwell. And now 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. St. Genevieve Dragons back under center with Matt Drury. There's the snap and hands off. This is Rowe with it. Rowe has some room running to the left side, but it closes down around him quickly. A lot of defenders got in the backfield. He weaved in and out of them and gets to the 25 for a gain of about 3.
Yes, nice pickup by Anthony Rowe there, and be interesting to see if they go to him a little bit more in the spread out. Also, looking down on the sideline, it looks like Ryan Carl is out for the remainder of the game. The cleat is off. Ice is on the ankle. Looks like some tears are being shed as well.
26 yards on the night so far for Rowe on 5 carries. Under center, Drury. Snap, hands off. And this is an option play. Drury running to the left side, stood up and brought backwards. They pushed him all the way back to the 20, but he gets forward progress to about the 26, a gain of about a half a yard for Matt Drury.
Nice job by, I think that's Brandon Caldwell right there, coming up and making the stick. Oh, no, number 16, I'm sorry. Dakota Duck. Nice job right there coming up and making the stick on Matt Drury and allowing just a minimum game, if any.
3rd down, 6 yards to go for St. Genevieve, trying to answer back. Here's a play fake. Drury rolling near side, sacked absolutely speared back at the 15-yard line. And Reed Lucas shows up again for the Central Rebels. You want to learn how to tackle, watch that young man do what he just did.
Excellent job. And playing with the lane motion, comes up, gives the big swing of an arm, little celebratory momentum shift right there for St. John. And St. John right now have to punt it away.
It's Brown back to punt. He will wait for the snap at about the 1-yard line. Marler and Mitchell back to return. Central using the return tandem of those two big playmakers. They'll punt it towards Mitchell. Mitchell will call for fair catch at the 48-yard line. Rebels start with a short field at the 48. That's right close to where Caldwell broke that big run on the last drive.
Yeah, Central can really, with a good drive here or a big play, take it down and score again, can really put the pressure on the Dragons right now. It's really on the Dragons defense to come up with a big stop right now.
So here we go. Central Rebel football leading 12-7. St. Genevieve, as we're accustomed to seeing, or unlike we're accustomed to seeing, a little bit slow out of the gate, but a whole lot of time left to go. 7 minutes remain in this third quarter. The Rebels go back to that Wildcat formation. Daniel Marler taking the shotgun snap, hands it off to Harrison. Harrison running right, and he's brought down immediately. Absolutely nowhere to go, and a loss of a yard.
Nice job by George Stiegel coming in and trying to get a strip there. You know, I look for St. John to maybe start doing that. You got the guy stood up. You know, you're taught as a even from a young age, as a high school guy, one guy's got him wrapped up. Go in, try to strip it away. If you can't, make sure you finish him off.
Cody Harrison had 31 yards on 4 carries, including a 27-yard touchdown in that first half. He's carried it twice for 4 yards since then. Marler is going to send Mitchell in motion from left to right. Low snap and the fake handoff to Mitchell. Marler runs it left side and gets close to a first down. He's across the 45 to about the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure. I didn't watch real closely there, but somebody's getting a real nice kick out block on the defensive end. I can't see if it's somebody pulling from the opposite side or if it's just a nice job by the tackle of letting him get upfield and making sure he seals him off.
9 yards on the run for Marler, and it's going to be 3rd and about 2 from the 43-yard line of now St. Genevieve. So the Rebels have crossed midfield, and they're on the move again. Now the Rebels bring Kirk Toyce back under center with 3 backs in the backfield. Here's the snap, handoff. Derek Mitchell runs right side, picks up the first down. He's across the 40 to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 6 for Derek Mitchell.
When all else fails or when you need the 3 or 4 yards, go right back to that power eye look and just hand it off to the big boy.
Have another update ready to come in from Jared Lucas down in Portageville in the Valley Catholic Portageville matchup. As soon as we get a break, we will go to Jared. But right now, Central has a 1st down and 10 at the 39-yard line of the St. Genevieve Dragons. Kirk Toyce again will be lined up wide left as a receiver. We've been seeing a lot of this tonight. Daniel Marler is the quarterback from the Wildcat. One receiver right and trips to the left. Man in motion, and there's the snap, and Daniel Marler's just going to keep it running right side. Picks up a gain of 5 to 7. On this one, closer to 7 yards as he lunges forward for a couple extra.
Good job staying patient right there. Started a man in motion, stopped him there right there at the tackle to help seal off that guy to allow him to get to the outside.
5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and Central, you know, they're only up by 5, but the more you can keep the ball away from the offense, the better. So why not grind away some clock, even if you don't score? You're keeping the ball out of St. John's hands and not allowing them to get in the groove.
Completely agree. Coach Weiss has drawn this up to perfection so far in this half.
That didn't get as much as I thought. He only picked up 4 in that last carry. Now he's going to try it again on a direct snap to Marler from the Wildcat quarterback spot, and he will pick up about 5 to the 30-yard line. He'll be short of the first down by about a yard.
3-4 yards is all Central's been looking for tonight. Then they pop the big one. You know, it's 2 runs right now that you wouldn't think was going to be broken for big plays, and good footwork by the Central Rebel running backs to allow them to continue to get momentum and a push forward onto extra yards.
St. Genevieve gets bigger on defense. Jacob Rowe comes out. They bring in an extra defensive lineman. Kyle Nicholson is out there for the Dragons as St. John's going to try to stop a 3rd down and short from the 30. 3rd down and 1. There's the snap from under center. Handoff Mitchell. Mitchell lunges forward. Should have enough for a first down to move the chains up to about the 28. He needed the 29.
It's going to be close, but I believe he's got it.
Looks like he's got it from here. They haven't officially signaled either way yet.
Real close.
Could be a measurement. And they will. They'll call timeout to measure. While they call timeout, let's go out to Jared Lucas from down in Portageville and see what's going on.
Jared Lucas down here at Porterville High School, where the Porterville Bulldogs are facing off against the Valley Warriors. Valley is now up 33-2 with 9 minutes left in the third quarter after they got the ball after halftime, handed the ball off to Tyler Fowler for 2 runs. The second one went for 40 yards and a touchdown. The score is 33-2. Valley over Porterville right now with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Jared Lucas from Regional Radio Sports.
Seems like we've heard that name before tonight, Dusty.
Well, I mean, really, is there any other game plan that Coach Nagger and his staff needs to do? I think the play is hand it off to Tyler right now.
By the way, it was a first down. Central Rebels. Derek Mitchell did pick up the first down after the measurement. Now Hunter Curtois comes back to his quarterback spot, but he'll work from the shotgun with all 5 of his receivers lined up to the right side. From the 29-yard line, he'll send a man in motion, and it is Harrison. Shotgun snap. Curtois, he's going to run to the right side, pick up some good yardage, but gets hit and hit hard on the sideline. Another Crown Collision Center collision of the game right there as Tyson Roth comes up and lays a pop on him.
There was 2 great high school football hits on that play. One, Park Hill Central wide receiver comes back to allow Curtois to get out to the outside, lays the lick, and then number 23, Brendan Dallas, able to finish off Curtois out of bounds.
So second down and about 6 for the Central Rebels. Same formation, except they put Marler back at quarterback, and Curtois is lined up wide left. Now Marler's rolling out to a left, breaks a tackle, and now he's going to run with it up across the 25 to about the 23. Picks up 3 yards on this, but Dusty, he looked like he wanted to pass on that play, just had nobody open downfield.
Yeah, I mean, he was rolling out. He put the ball up into more of a throwing position. But number 68 for St. John, Steve Wilson, just unable to wrap him up. Able to get an arm on him, but can't. Not tonight are you going to bring anybody down from Park Hill Central with an arm tackle.
Cape Central leads Hillsboro 20-14, nearing the end of the third over on AM 1400 KJF. Marler remains in the game as the quarterback. Harrison lined up as a receiver to the near side. 3 more out to the right side. There's a shotgun snap, fakes a handoff to Harrison, and Marler runs it up to the middle, then cuts back to the right side, and he's going to be close to a first down up to about the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 8, and that'll move the chains.
Now, this is my first time watching Park Hill Central all year. Is this a formation they've run in the past, or is this what Coach Weiss might have been talking about in the pregame, where we're going to spread everybody out? We're going to go to a little bit more of a wildcat.
This isn't anything I've seen out of Park Hill Central since I've been covering them. Usually it's like it's the power eye, the, just 3 yards cloud of dust type stuff. So this is new to me, but we haven't covered every single Central game this year. So it's been a lot of fun, and it seems to be working. It's gotten St. Genevieve kind of on their heels a bit. First down and 10 from the 16-yard line. From the I formation now. There's the snap, handoff left side, and Mitchell's got a little bit of running room, breaks a couple tackles. He's inside the 10-yard line, pushing the pile all the way up near the 5. He'll be pushed out of bounds somewhere around the 6 or 7-yard line range, but you just pointed out, Dusty, a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, and I want to say something about Mr. Curtois. This is Hunter Curtois, a junior quarterback, being unselfish and able to go outside, not having to be the quarterback and be the man necessarily tonight. He's doing a nice job of being a leader and saying, hey, guys, whatever it takes tonight to win a football game is what I'm willing to do. So you jump on the bandwagon and help me out.
Central Rebels leading 12-7, 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining, third quarter. That last penalty on Central for a hold. That is their 5th penalty of this game. And Central will be backed up. It's going to be first and very long. 20-plus yards to go here. They'll spot it all the way back at the 28-yard line, and they need to get to the 10-yard line. So first and about 20 here for Central. Under center, Curtois takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Derek Mitchell running hard, meets the pile, but gets up to the 21 or so for a gain of about 7.
There's 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Has St. John only had the 1 offensive possession so far?
Yeah,
just a nice job by Park Hill Central right now, just winding down the clock. The clock is their friend and St. John's enemy.
Second down, call it 16 from the 21-yard line. Central comes back to work. 3 backs in the backfield. Mitchell's the deep back here. Under center, it's Curtois. Curtois takes the snap, hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell blown up at the line of scrimmage this time. Goes backwards to about the 23, a loss of 1.
Just stuffed. Good job by the St. John defensive line right there, getting penetration and stopping that at the point of attack.
Third down and long here, and this is something that Central's not comfortable with converting. Third down and 16. They don't have a whole lot of plays for this, although they did convert a third down and 11 on a long bomb to DJ Buchanan earlier. And Buchanan's lined up as a receiver to the right side. Central has trips outright. Cody Harrison lined up as a receiver to the left side. Empty backfield now for Hunter Curtois on 3rd and 16 for the 22. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Curtois takes the snap, drops back. Here comes the free rush. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to try to escape it running left. He's got the 20-yard line, cuts back inside, lunges inside the 15 to the 14. So couldn't get first down yardage on that, but he sure set Central up with a good chance on a fourth down play.
He made something out of nothing there, Glenn. I mean, he was dead to right in the backfield, does a nice job, pulls the ball down, and is able to get what he gets. You know, now you're in 4th and 9. Looks like Park Hill Central is going to go for it. You know, and it's a good call here. If you don't have confidence in your kicker, you're going to make St. John go 85 yards for the tie.
7 yards on the run by Curtois. Empty backfield for Curtois now. All 5 receivers lined up to the right side of the formation. Harrison in motion. Shotgun snap. Curtois rolls out to his right. Chucks it to the end zone. Nobody home. Incomplete. Last second, though, a Central Rumble came into the frame and nearly was able to make a catch. I think it was Buchanan back there, but Jacob Rowe was the closest player to that football.
A roughing the passer call on St. John here. A huge break right now.
Hunter Curtois let that go, and he was hit late. And now the St. John fans, I don't know if you heard it in our broadcast mics, but a big sigh or gasp once that flag was discovered out there. And the preliminary signal is against St. Genevieve. Personal foul. Going to be, roughing the passer on St. Genevieve. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Central Rebels. And you talk about a gut-wrenching play here for the St. John fans. That's going to really set Central up here, knocking on the door for another touchdown that's going to put them up by 2 scores, if they can get it in.
Yeah, and I believe that's a 15-yard penalty, and I think what they're discussing right now is 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. And if that's the case, Glenn, it's going to put the ball down at the 1. Looks like a 10-yard penalty. But I'm not real sure on the ruling here. Is it like the NFL where it's half the distance inside the 20 or inside the 30?
Inside that 20-yard range, it should be half the distance to the goal. I think they got this right. They put it at the 15 yard line, or inside the 15, close to the 10. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle, and Mitchell got his legs turning, but he was ultimately stopped and backed up, maybe a gain of a yard.
Excellent job again right now. That's the end of the third quarter, but good job right there by St. John. They've got to stand strong here. It's going to be a manic Monday fourth quarter. How about that? A little music reference right there.
All right, second down and long coming up for the Central Rebels. They'll change sides of the field. Central leads 12-7 over St. Genevieve in this Class 3 District Championship game. We're back in 1 minute on J98.
Lambert's Cafe in Sykeston. Fabulous food and a great atmosphere. They're still doing simple things in exceptional ways with deep southern cooking, entertainment, and a trip back to yesteryear. As you stroll through the entrance, you'll smell the familiar aroma of fried chicken, fried okra, and those famous fresh hot gigantic road rolls, plus so much more. Lambert's Cafe. Great food, great entertainment, and of course the only home of road rolls. Located on East Malone in Sykeston.
See Mueller's Tire and Auto Service.
Let's get a little mud on the tire.
They offer a complete line of tires including all major brands. Computer alignments, complete brake service, shocks and struts, oil and filter changes are also available at Mueller's Tire and Auto Service, a Missouri State inspection station. They'll even arrange to pick your vehicle up in town. For all your car needs, Mueller's Tire and Auto Service, 506 South 4th Street in St. Genevieve.
KTJJ FM, Farmington Festus, Crystal City, Park Hill, St. Genevieve 12-7. And it is St. Genevieve trailing here at home, and they're trying to stiffen up here down with their backs against the wall. Second down and goal from the 6. Already trailing by 5, and Central looking to punch in another score. And it'd be huge for Central to score here, go up by 2 scores late in the game. Under center. They're actually not under center. It's direct snap here. Derek Mitchell. He's going to run to the right side. One man to beat to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Derek Mitchell's the Wildcat quarterback on that play, and he takes it to the right side for the touchdown.
A big, big play right there for Park Hill Central. St. John's got to rally together now. They've got to look at the clock and say, all right, there's 11:55 to go in this game. How are we going to go out on here? We've heard you talk about them, Glenn, a little bit, that they're a second-half team. I think now you got to attack, and again, another big two-point conversion here.
Rebels will go for two. 18-7 the score right now. This would make it 20-7, make it a 13-point game. Derek Mitchell will be lined up as the quarterback again here. He'll take the snap. It's a low and runs right up the right side. Initially stop it, then lunges in for the two-point conversion. Derek Mitchell, he's like a freight train. You can't stop him. 27 Rebels.
What that score there, that two-point conversion, makes it a two-touchdown game. With 18, it could have technically been a touchdown, two-point conversion, and a field goal. So that right there pushes it to a two-touchdown. St. John can only think touchdown. And I'd have to believe with 11:55 to go in the fourth quarter, you're in four-down territory almost anywhere on the field from here on out.
Dusty, how big was that roughing the passer penalty against St. Genevieve?
Oh, it went from fourth down and St. John's ball to a touchdown. You know, that's possibly right there a 14-point swing and momentum. And right now, I didn't see it. I was watching the ball being thrown, so I didn't actually get to see it. But, you know, if the flag was thrown, you got to go with the officials and the men on the field on that one.
Central Rebels well on their way. Still plenty of time left for St. Genevieve, but Rebels are looking good, up 20-7. Derek Mitchell just punched in his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And Central's been going to that Wildcat all night. Most of the time, Daniel Marlowe lined up as the quarterback, but on that touchdown and the two-point conversion, their powerful runner, Derek Mitchell, and man, he's hard to bring down when he gets some momentum behind him. Dragons set to return as Central's Derek Mitchell will kick it off. Down by 2 scores. St. Genevieve needs some answers on offense. 11:55 left to play here on J98, the boot, the game of the week. Here's the kickoff. It's a low line drive, end over end. It will bounce back to the 7-yard line. It'll be picked up by Gettinger. Gettinger will get all he can up near the 20 to the 19 before he's upended. The Central crowd, which has really traveled well tonight, they're fired up on the far side.
Yeah, you know, if you're Park Hill Central, you're comfortable, but you're not real secure. You know that St. John has the ability to be a quick strike offense. And, you know, Matt Drury right now has got to lead this team and lead them down in the field and kind of lead them in a hurry. You know, you can't be real patient, but you can't, you know, you don't have to fly down the field. But you also got to understand that time's not on your side.
In week 10 of last year, Central had a 2-score lead on St. Genevieve. St. Gen came back and won 35-28. So St. Genevieve, they're not out of this ball game. Here's a quick hitter to the near side. They'll find Jacob Rowe, and he'll pick up about 6 yards to the 25-yard line.
Nice job right there. Get what you can. All right, get what you can. Get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a good thing. You see Coach Sherry, I would say assistant offensive coordinator to Mr. Bobby Weiler over here at St. John, signaling in the plays.
So Matt Drury back to the line. His team down by 13. Clock ticking with 11:40 to go, fourth quarter. Twins right, trips to the left. Empty backfield, shotgun snap. Same play. Comes out to Jacob Rowe. He'll pick up the first across the 30-yard line to about the 31 for a gain of 6 again.
Yep, pushed out of bounds. Clock stops, gives you time. You know, you can get 6-7 yards. You dink and dunk. It's like what we talked a little bit last week with Valley Catholic. You get the 4 or 5 yard things, then all of a sudden their defensive backs come up and snug that, and a little double move by a receiver gets you the big play. I wonder if Coach Sherry and Coach Weiler are trying to set that up.
St. Genevieve's 60-yard scoring drive before the half was a whole lot of dink and dunk. Here's a little swing route out to Jacob Rowe. Jacob Rowe is going to get the 34, maybe the 35-yard line before being brought down. Gain of just 3 on that catch for Rowe.
Is that 3 passes in a row right there to Rowe? I know the last 2 are. I didn't know. You know, just trying to find some rhythm right here is Drury. I look for him to go deep here. I wish I could. If I was still on the staff of Valley, I know I would know Coach Sherry's signs down there. But
10:55 left to play, and Rowe has been Mr. Reliable for them since Schwentz came out. Now they're going to go deep, just like you said. Here's a nice pass downfield, but Daniel Marler in coverage knocks it away. St. Gen fans want pass interference. They're not going to get it, but he was looking for Anthony Rowe.
There was some contact made there. Don't know if it was enough to garner a flag. 2 guys kind of going down, arm in arm. Nice job by a good throw by Matt Drury. Almost a nice catch by Jacob Rowe, but that's what we're talking about. Dink and dunk, and then try to deliver one deep.
Daniel Marler deserves credit for a nice defensive play to knock that away. 3rd down and 7, 34-yard line. Here's another one to Clayton Gilo this time to the near side. That quick hitter again, but he overthrew Gilo too high. And Clayton Gilo, who's pretty darn tall, he's around 6'2", 200 pounds. Even he was unable to get up there and get that one incomplete. St. John's going to have to punt again, just 10:45 left.
Yeah, Park Hill Central's defensive line gets in the backfield, causes a little bit of a high throw by Matt Drury right there. But just enough to throw him off out of whack to get an incompletion.
Marler and Mitchell back to return, but we've got a timeout. Park Hill Central, 10:45 to play. The Rebels leading by 13 and set to get the ball back after this punt. What a game they put together so far. We'll take a 30-second break on G98 The Boot.
MRV Bank in St. Genevieve is committed to their customers. They serve local citizens and companies. MRV Bank is proud to be a part of the community and very proud of the young athletes in the area. Right now at MRV Bank, a 14-month CD holds a 1% annual percentage yield with a $1,000 minimum. That's MRV Bank in St. Genevieve, located at Highway 32 and 61. Service you love from people you trust. Call 573-883-8222. MRV Bank, member FDIC.
Well, the fourth quarter usually belongs to St. Genevieve. They've outscored opponents 87-45 this year in the fourth quarter, but they need 2 scores, and they're about to punt the ball away down 20-7. Brown gets it at the 20-yard line, lunges a kick downfield to the 39. It'll take a bounce, and Central's going to let it go. Derek Mitchell was back to return. Takes a couple. St. Genevieve hops all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's where it'll be down. Central takes over there. Now you need a big stop here for St. Genevieve. If you allow Central to do what they do, and that is eat the clock and move the ball on offense, then you're really putting yourself into some trouble. So you need a 3-and-out basically here for the Dragons.
Yeah, I would agree with you that, Glenn. You know, sitting here trying to do my math, and I'm not a mathematician by any major, but
you and me both.
You know, you think that Central could wind it down to at least 8 minutes and 30 seconds left, 2 minutes off the clock, you know. So you've got to believe that if you're St. John, you've got to find a way, like you said, to find a 3-and-out.
10:32 left to play, and there's that shotgun snap to Marler. Marler running left after a play fake and lunges forward to the 34-yard line, or the 29-yard line, excuse me, for a gain of 4.
And all this spread offense, or this spread look is doing is taking 3 guys out of the box, getting them out here on their wide receivers. Even though they're secondary, you know, when Park Hill Central goes to that double tight look, you know, they've got all 11 guys in the box, you know, so it's a lot harder to stop, and it's more of a one-on-one in the middle.
2nd down 6, 29-yard line for the Central Rebels in no hurry. Play clock down to 13 seconds as they break the huddle. Another update ready to come in from Jared Lucas. We'll wait for that one coming up soon. 3 backs in the backfield. Hunter Curtois comes under center, and from the 29, he'll take the snap, play fake, and he's rolling out to the right side. He's looking to go deep. It has a man. It's caught at the 50, up to the 40-yard line, to the 20. It's Caldwell again to the 10. Breaks the tackle, and he gets in. Touchdown. Caldwell's 2nd of the night.
The dagger right there. Goes in tight formation. Beautiful pass. Fell right into the arms of Caldwell. And just able to break the tackle down there at the 3-yard line and spun his way into the end zone.
71 yards for the score. And how about Central there? St. Genevieve stacked the box knowing that Central's going to run the football and try to eat the time off the clock. Coach Schweiss knowing that counters with a play-action pass, and it works brilliant.
And we've seen that play a couple times from Coach Schweiss tonight.
Central's going to go for 2 again to get up by 21 points. Curtois comes up under center, fakes handoff, play fake again, fires to the end zone. It's caught. 2-point conversion is good out there for Central. It was either Reed Lucas or Daniel Marler on the catch on the far side. Can't really tell if it was 38 or 30.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Another great little play-action pass right there by Curtois. Nicely delivered. St. John's got to rally. You know, they've got to get back and find something. They've got to get a momentum shifter right here, right now.
What a big play. 71 yards for the score. Hunter Curtois to Austin Caldwell. Just Curtois' 3rd completion of the night. He is 3 for 6. 28-7, Central Rebels by 3 scores in St. Genevieve tonight. 9:37 to play. We're back in 30 on, actually, no, let's go out to Jared for another update from down in Portagesville.
Jared Lucas down here at Portageville, where they're squaring off with the Valley Warriors. Valley is now up 47-10 after a safety. And before that, another 39-yard run for a touchdown from Tyler Fowler. That will put him at 469 unofficial yards on the night on 27 carries with 6 touchdowns and 1 fumble. Valley now leads 47-10 at the start of the fourth quarter with accelerated clock. Jared Lucas from Regional Radio Sports.
I just can't believe Tyler Fowler fumbled the football. You got to be kidding me. That's video game stats right there. On this kickoff, Gettinger has it go by him and roll all the way back to the 5-yard line, and he's not going to get much on this return. Another Crown Collision Center collision of the game, and Central's come to St. Genevieve and really put together a great football game tonight. St. Gen starts around their 10-yard line.
And you just see momentum right now with the red, white, and blue of Park Hills Central, and St. Gen just seems can't get anything going, and that kind of a night for them from the very get-go.
So if those stats from Jared Lucas are, if they're pretty accurate, unofficially for Fowler, that's their 5th most rushing yards in a single game, or the 5th most in a single game by anybody, not just Valley. That's the entire state of Missouri. So we'll have to check those stats once everything becomes official. St. Genevieve, meanwhile, is in some trouble as Matt Drury drops back to pass. Pressure comes, and he's just going to have to tuck it and run. Gets positive yards to the right sideline before running out of bounds, shy of the 20.
Just not able to get anything. And a nice job by Central's secondary. They're kind of dropping him back to basically a cover 3 look and making St. Gen dink and dunk right now. They'll completely content giving up 6-7 yards.
6-yard run on that one for Matt Drury. And in a time like this, down like they are, you really miss Adam Schwint, your all-state wide receiver.
Yes.
So trips to the left and twins to the right. Drury with an empty backfield. It's going to be all passing pretty much for St. Gen. But then Drury's going to run with it right up the middle. He's got a big game. First down, breaks a couple of tackles, gets to the 40-yard line. Nice big run for Drury. Spread him out, then run right up the gut.
Finally a big play. Finally something that's going right for St. Gen tonight. And I'd get him back to the line and get him going right here real quick.
24 yards right there, and I'd like to see Drury kind of take this game on his shoulders and say, okay, now just start riding me, fellas. And I think that's what he's trying to do right there after that 24-yard run. He'll go back to the shotgun with an empty backfield. Twins right trips to the left. Jacob Rowe said one of the Central defenders, Cody Harrison, came across, but they did not get the call, and St. Genevieve gets the play call in from the sideline. 9 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter, 28-7. St. Gen trails. Here's a quick hitter out to Jacob Rowe and another quick out. And up to about the 43-yard line. He's brought down immediately. Just a short gain on that. They've been going to that a lot, but it hasn't yielded a whole lot of results.
Yeah, and again, Park Hill's keeping everybody in front of them, not letting them get beat deep. So it's exactly what Park Hills wants, and St. Gen's going to have to take some chances.
Second down and 6, 44-yard line. Drury keeps it again. Oh, pushed backwards. Immediately. No gain on the run, and there has been several Crown Collision Center collisions of the game tonight. That was just another in a long line of them right there.
Great job coming up and making the stick right there was the Central defender. Not allowing St. Gen to get any momentum. They get the big play, and they can't put another one back-to-back with it yet, Glenn.
John Comfort and Dakota Duck making that stop. They'll swing it out to Brendan Dallas in the flat, makes one man miss and gets up close to a first down, but on 3rd down and 6, that's not going to be enough, and a 4th down and 2 coming up.
But again, there, if you're St. Gen, you're in 4-down territory. You have to go for it. There's no time to look back now. You don't have to pick it all up there, but you got to make sure that you have 2 plays in your book that are going to get you 6.
4th down and 2, or a short 3 here for St. Genevieve. They've got to get this first down. Empty backfield. They'll fire underneath. Knocked away by John Comfort. Comfort comes up with a big defensive play for Park Hill Central. It's a turnover on downs. And I've never seen St. Genevieve being kind of dominated the way they've been. This has been one heck of a performance by Central on defense.
Yeah, Park Hill Central came ready to play tonight from the very get-go. And St. Gen just not able to really pick themselves back up after the fumble off the first snap of the game. You hate to look at, and then the turnover late by Drury on the one drive, that's the interception in the end zone.
Well, it's looking more and more like Central's going to be able to come away with a win if they can get any kind of points on this drive or even just take a couple of minutes off the clock. St. Genevieve is in a world of hurt. 3 backs in the backfield. Curtois under center. Mitchell the deep back, and he will get the carry running to the right side. And if you're trying to put away a game, that's the guy you feed it to. He gets a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, and Park Hill is going to be in no hurry right now to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to wait till that referee winds the clock and run off as much time as they can. A couple first downs here, you'd have to believe this game is over.
Mitchell, 1-yard carry, brings it to the St. Genevieve 46-yard line. They'll huddle it up with 7:18 left to play. It's a game that was brought to you tonight by St. Gen Care Center in St. Genevieve, Danny Bates Wall Street Insurance in Park Hills, Lurk Custom Cabinets in St. Gen, Steve Klein and Son Hauling in St. Genevieve. 2nd and 9 from the 46. Curtois under center again. Takes the snap, hands it off left side. Derek Mitchell. Mitchell turns up close to the 40, down to about the 42. Gain of 4, maybe 5 for Derek Mitchell.
A couple St. John players there getting good pursuit into the backfield or good penetration in the backfield, but they've got to have their heads up and make sure and see who's got the football to make the stop. You know, here you are. You're in, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4.5 here. That St. John's got to find a way to get a stop.
42-yard line. 3rd down and 5 is what they'll call it. Central huddles up again. St. Genevieve in desperate need of a stop and in desperate need of some points with time starting to wind down on their football season. Caldwell, who's been big tonight, will line up on the left side as one of those receivers. Buchanan comes in motion from left to right, and then we've got a whistle and a timeout. And which side wants it? Central wants to talk about it with 6:22 to play. 28-7, Central leads St. Genevieve. And Central, Dusty, has come on the road and put together this kind of performance. I think that's what's even more impressive about it. Coach Schweiss knows how to coach a football team. And, man, he has really put together a great game plan tonight against St. Genevieve.
Yeah, he has. And, Coach Schweiss has got some grew up here in St. Gen, went to Valley High School. He's got some ties here. He always wants to come back home and put a good showing back. And, he's brought a team in here tonight that has not been intimidated, that has not been scared. And I'd have to believe at some point in that pregame speech tonight or at halftime, they talked about the 22-21 game that was played in Week 5 and how they let it slip away through their fingers, and then they didn't want that to happen again tonight.
It's almost, or maybe it even is like that loss to St. Genevieve is the reason that they're playing the way they are tonight, the reason that they're playing that well. You never want to lose a game, but when you lose the way they did, it's like it just changed everything coming into tonight and allowed them to play the way they're playing. Am I right there?
Oh, you're completely right. Being a coach myself, you can always say a well-timed loss is a good thing for a team in the long run when you're making kind of a push that they are into the state playoffs.
3rd down and 5, 42-yard line. St. Genevieve needs a stop. 6 minutes, 22 seconds left in the ball game, and Central leads at 28-7. Play fake, and it's Curtois rolling out right side, finds Buchanan. Buchanan's going to be pushed backwards, still on his feet, though, and then lunges forward for some nice yardage up near the 36-yard line. They'll push him out right at the 36, and that should be enough for a first down. That should have been a loss, but Buchanan made something happen on that. Move the chains.
Buchanan does an excellent job of 2 things. 1, keeping the play alive, and 2, not getting out of bounds to start. St. Gen gave him the sideline, but he stops, collects himself, and is able to get a first down.
I was about to kind of be on my high horse and scold him a little bit because when he made the catch, he started running backwards. Yeah. But that actually gave him room to pick up the first down. Yeah. So what do I know? Good play by that young freshman. Hunter Curtois brings his team back to the line from the 36-yard line. 5:55 now left to go in the 4th quarter. 3 backs in the backfield and the power I. All directly behind the quarterback, Curtois. Handed off left side. It's Derek Mitchell. And Mitchell jump cuts left and takes it back right across the 35 to the 34 for a gain of about 2, maybe 3.
I think if you're Park Hill Central here, you're thinking 2 more first downs for sure is a sealer. You got to think 1 more might seal it, being down 21 for St. Gen. But St. Gen, with that quick strike offense, never out of a game, until mathematically out.
Well, if everything holds up the way it is, Valley Catholic, they're going to win down at Portageville. Central, if they hold on to the win, we'll have 2 games for you next week, both covered on our airwaves. Central versus John Burroughs. That'll be on KREI next week. And then Valley Catholic against presumably Miller would be on J98. Here's a handoff on a delay. Daniel Marler goes backwards, and that gets a nice charge out of the St. Genevieve crowd, who hasn't had a whole lot to cheer about lately. It's going to be a long way to go here on 3rd down.
A good penetration by Kyle Nicholson right there, senior. haven't called his name out too terribly much tonight, but does a nice job. Continues to play hard, something that we saw the Thayer guys do last week against Valley. Even though they're down and out, they continue to play hard, and that's what you need.
Third down, 11 yards to go from the 37-yard line now for the Park Hill Central Rebels. Reed Lucas had been in the game as fullback. He checked out. Central comes back to the line. I would imagine just run it here to take some more time off the clock, but we've seen Coach Swice run some trickery before. Here's a handoff left side on some misdirection. Marler's got room to run, but a flag does fly. He's tackled about 2 yards short of the first down on the far side. I think we're going to get somebody for either a hold or a block in the back against the Rebels.
Yeah, it was. It was Buchanan right there with a hold trying to get the somebody's trying for St. John trying to get to the outside to make the tackle, and he just had to hold him.
That'll make it third down and forever once they back Central up here. But, you've done what you wanted to do on this specific drive. You don't even care if you score at this point. No. They've taken about 3 minutes off the clock since they've gotten the ball, and that's just so far. They'll take about another minute off the clock, close to a minute off the clock once it's all said and done here. But they will spot Central back at the 49-yard line, still on St. Genevieve's side of the field with a third down and 23 to come. Central's going to huddle up. We're brought to you tonight by the Clip Joint in St. Genevieve. Mueller Tire and Auto in St. Genevieve. Is it Mueller or Miller? Mueller. Okay, had it right. Wholesome U.S. Inc. in Bloomsdale and Farmer Mutual Insurance in St. Genevieve. Third down, 23 to go. Central back to the line. And Kurtosh is standing behind the center, looking down at that big play clock at the far end zone and letting it go all down before he takes the snap. Down 3 and 2, and he takes hands off left side, and that's Derek Mitchell. He will get tackled for no gain. 4th and 23 coming up. And by the time they snap it on this punt, we'll be down close to 3 minutes. We'll have to play in this game.
I think for St. John here, you have to go after it. I wouldn't even worry about putting anybody deep. If you got to go 99 yards, that's fine. But I would send all 11 after it, try to get a hand in it, try to get a block, and try to get yourself a short field to work here.
So 19 seconds on the play clock. 3:25 is on the game clock. Central slowly to the line to put this away. St. Genevieve will send 2 back to return. The rest will rush, I would imagine, but we'll see. Down to 3:10 left to play. There's the snap, and they'll boot this one deep. It's an end-over-end wobbler that's going to bounce back to the 20-yard line and then keep rolling. That's going to bounce St. Genevieve up to the 14, and the Dragons need to cover 86 yards just to get back to within 2 scores. 2:58 left to play. Pretty much safe to and deservedly so. They've put together the perfect game plan against Central or against St. Genevieve on the road tonight.
They really have. They've done a nice job of getting in tight and running and getting their 3 yards, cloud of dust, and then breaking one. But what's really surprised me is how well the wildcat look has been successful for them tonight. And putting them back at as your quarterback and letting him make that read has been just really hard on the St. John defenders and really no answer for St. John.
Twins left, twins right. Matt Drury from the 13-yard line takes the snap, drops back, clean pocket, then rolls to his left. Oh, now the pressure comes. He's going to be sacked. Just nowhere to go. He tried to step up through the pressure, but Central, once they get to you, they're such sure tacklers that if you get in their grasp, you're pretty much going down.
Yeah, 5 right now. Central just dropping 5 back and only rushing, I guess, 6. And basically going 6 on 5 right now. And Matt Drury not.
St. Genevieve side of things. Such high hopes for your season, and they've put together a great season. Tied for conference champs. They're going to be runners-up in the district. Oh, here's another one batted down and nearly intercepted at the line of scrimmage. Central's been ready for that on those quick out pass patterns. Central's up there knocking them down.
Yeah, it's just a little rocket play, or some teams call it an arrow play, but just a little up and under, kind of acts as a wide receiver screen, basically. And, Central's been all over it, like you said. Just not a whole lot of options right now for St. John. I think you've got to start throwing the ball deep.
2:20 left to play. Shotgun snap. Drury rolls to his left. He'll fire underneath for Clayton Guillo and skipped it in there. Incomplete. There's nothing going right. 4th down coming up. And 4th and 14.
St. John looks like they're going to just punt it away, with 2:15 to go. And going to give Dayton winner of, I believe, John Burrows and Solden. And I would have to believe John Burrows, led by NFL quarterback Gus Frerotte there that they're going to win that one.
Burroughs was the team that ended St. Genevieve season last year right here in St. Genevieve, and that was just an impressive performance, and Burroughs is even better this year. Here comes the punt. It's a spiraler back to the 40-yard line. It'll take a couple bounces there, not either direction, just sits on the 40. Central takes over. 2:05 left to play. I would imagine we could see the backups into the ball game, but then again, maybe not wanting to take any chances, just keep the starters in there to run out the clock. I don't know. But either way, Central's got this one in the bag. They'll get their 10th win of the season and just their 3rd win over St. Genevieve in their last 11 meetings. So good job for the Rebels.
Yes, nice job. And while we got the time, you want to say congratulations to the St. John Dragons and the season they've had, and especially to the young men that I've had the opportunity to Gilo and some of the other ones, Lucas Palmer, that are going to play their last game here tonight. My hat goes off to them. I know that's not how they wanted to end, but it's a season and a career that has seen a lot of good things come their way.
Central keeps their starting 11 on the field. Handoff right side. Derek Mitchell pushes the pile across the 40 to the 39, back to the 38-yard line. Gain of 2 for Derek Mitchell. And, Mitchell, he's not the guy that's going to just put together the great highlight reel of big runs for you. But like you were saying earlier, if you can get 3 yards per carry, especially in this offense, I thought Coach Weiss wants out of him, and he's the perfect type of player for what Coach Weiss wants to do.
Yeah, like we've talked about it already tonight. Coach Weiss had an excellent game plan tonight. And he stuck to it. He hasn't deviated from it. He hasn't needed to deviate from it. And he got off to the great start with the fumble and then the big play. And then, St. John wasn't able to ride that momentum right before half into half like that we expected or thought they might be able to.
2nd down and 9, 39-yard line, handoff left side, and almost breaking one there with a new player into the ball game for the Central Rebels. It was Kyle Schwantner who ran that one for a gain of about 7.
Yep, one more. Well, yeah, I believe it's over. I think you can go ahead and kneel it down. Coach Stolzer hasn't called a timeout at this point, and you can go ahead and kneel it down if you're Coach Weiss and get ready to play on Saturday. And a nice job by Coach Weiss and his staff.
We were brought to you tonight by the Midway Grill in St. Genevieve, Kevin Ball's Auto Body in Ludington, R&T Premium Meats in St. Genevieve, Buckley Towing in Park Hills. Kurt Toyce on 3rd down and 3 comes up under center, hands it off a left side. Here's a run and close to a 1st down. It was Schwantner again. Reaches that ball out to try to extend it for the 1st down. It's going to be close. MRV Banks in St. Genevieve, J. Walt Construction in St. Genevieve, Lambert's Cafe in Sykeston, Mega Sports in Farmington, BT Electric in Bonne Terre, and the Coffee Grill in Ludington. 4th down and inches coming up after that 2-yard run by Schwantner, and that was going to be the last play of this ball game. The final 10 seconds will tick off the clock. 28-7, it's a Central Rebel winner here tonight in St. Genevieve. And, not too many teams, especially in our area, come to St. Genevieve and dominate the way Central did tonight. So much applause to Coach Weiss and the Central Rebels, Coach Jones, and all those guys for what they've been able to do tonight.
Yeah, it really has. You tip your hat to them. You tip your hat to their game plan. And the kids that they were able to come out and execute. But, a little revenge probably after that Week 5 loss tonight. And they came out in a big way. And really, like you said, dominated the game in almost every aspect. So a nice job by Coach Weiss and his staff. And we wish them the best of luck on Saturday.